for example, talent or retail or even finance for operation, they are not available in here. Not yet, but down the road, I can't tell you when, but soon, you're going to see the rest of these tiles will be added in here. Those tiles, as of today, there are only 4 of them, but you have to deploy the rest of them separately. That's what I'm going to go through this. So let's say I want to select all of these, the remaining one. The beauty of this is if you have already deployed the cells, it's not going to override it. It's just going to ignore that, but it's going to add the customer service, field service, and project service automation for me. And I complete the setup. It's going to spin it up. It's going to take a few minutes. And indeed, since I already had the sales, you have the sale as a default, but you have customer service, marketing, field service, project service, resource scheduling, etc. But you don't see any indication of talent. As you notice, all of the other applications that have been added are being listed in here. Sales, customer service, etc. Now, how do we get the talent and retail? We're going to continue. First of all, let's go with the retail. There are 2 ways to do the retail. One is via the LCS. I just wanted to switch here to my LCS environment. I'm going to duplicate this tab. And if your ID has adequate license, which happens to be in this scenario me, I can go to the LCS and start a brand new project. And the project must be specified for a particular product ID. I click on a migrate create solution, and as you see, the product name are being shown. Since on this specific subscription, I have access to NAV, Dynamics 365 for finance and operations, CRM, old-fashioned way, and then of course 365 for retail. You could do it from here, or you could basically do it right within the environment that are available within the web. By clicking on the retail, you can create a brand new instance, either or. So that automatically runs and deploys the retail, and this is actually a smaller scale that used to be called Retail Essential. Retail Essential has been evolved and now is a separate application. You had that before in Dynamics AX, if you remember, if you have worked with it, but of course has become a lot more. I like to switch back to my Dynamics environment and wanted to show you that there's a retail module that you have so many different links, and as a matter of fact, you have category and product management, workspace, catalog management, etc. You have full-blown, complete setup of series of different forms and screens and functionality available within the retail module in finance and operation. However, the smaller scale of it would be right here. So you're about to see that category, product management, channel deployment, etc. are here. But one of the things that as of today still is not the same, pay attention to the link. As you see here, it says Guide to Dynamics 365, and there's a CRM. Whereas the retail domain name, if you pay attention, is a completely different tenant for trial edition. So that's why the retail application is not being shown as part of the sales and marketing, if you remember. Retail is not being shown here. Not yet, but down the road, they are going to combine all of these tenants together. Remember, they're all subscription for trial edition. That's why you don't necessarily see a streamline yet. Remember, I'm showing you how to deploy all of these, but not necessarily every customer wants all of them. That's why that's the way they designed it. Let's do a quick comparison here, yeah? Between this retail, which is 365 for retail. If I go to area of the retail, as you notice, there's a category product management. You have a category product management, channel deployment, pricing, retail store. There are only 4 workspaces available, as you see on the retail area, whereas you see the product category is there, catalog is there, pricing is there. But channel deployment and financial store not necessarily are being shown here because you can manage a lot more. But